Hey, how's it going? My name is Alex, and welcome to Remixed Reviews. Today here in Chicago is the weekend of C2E2, a great convention. I'm super excited. I can't wait to go back out there right now after this review to meet a lot of more more people, see a lot of new cosplayers, and just be in a room full of the people that I feel most comfortable with, to be honest with you. Half naked women. That makes me really comfortable. Anyways, with C2E2 here, I was really happy. I started thinking about all the old stuff I used to like, and Thundercats came into my head. Huge fan, I still am, especially of the original. And I wanted to review something that I've had for a while. I just haven't gotten around to it, I would say. And it's one of my favorite pieces, to be honest with you. It's Mezco's 14-inch scale Thundercat run. This is Panthro. He's actually my favorite character. He also wielded my favorite weapon, which were the nunchucks, and he drove the Thunder Tank, so that's cool. They also came out with Lionel, Cheetara, Mumm-Ra. Cheetara had a San Diego exclusive, which she had white eyes and came with Snarf. And I know Lionel had an exclusive with a different head. I don't have either one of those, but I do have the other ones. But this was actually my favorite. I've dropped these guys in a line of statue / action figure because even though it's very minimal with articulation, it totally makes up for it with the paint and the sculpting, which I'll show you in just a bit. So enough of me talking, let's review Mezco's 14-inch scale Panthro. So here's a quick look at Panthro. I'm really digging this figure. It looks like it popped out right out of the original cartoon. I know earlier I said it was about 14 inches, but realistically, he stands more about 13, maybe a little above, depending on how you stand him, but roughly 13 inches. He does come with a set of nunchucks, the classic blue and red with the little fist at the end. I do wish he had came with two, but one's good enough. I really like it. And he came with an extra hand gripping for the nunchuck, so you could actually have him in some cool nunchuck poses. And he came with the open hand, which I kind of like. It just looks a little more dramatic. As far as the sculpt goes on this figure, I think it's a superior job. I'm giving you a close-up look. They did a really good job on the face, the eyebrows, the chin, even the mounts cracked open a little bit more to the left side, the ears. Everything about this figure is just very, very cool. Let me pan out a little bit more and show you the body. The uniform is very, very cool. The insignia of the Thundercats logo right there on his waist looks awesome. The skin tone they did, everything on this figure is just done very, very well. They did a good job on his body, even if you cook it around to the back. Let me turn it around for you. They didn't spare no expense as far as sculpting goes. His uniform looks really good going in there. His belt sticks out really, really well. Look at his back of his calves, his muscles. They did a good job on his boots. I mean, just everything here on this figure is done very, very well. I was really happy. There's his little fucking butt for the ladies. So I'm really happy with this figure, man. I mean, they're using basically 1, 2, maybe 3 shades of blue in this figure altogether. And it fucking works. It works really well. Just a different shading. You can even tell his chest is a different color than his arms. It's a little bit lighter. I just look at the sculpting they did and his abs. Just all the work, man, that they put into this sculpt is awesome. All the paint job is subtle. You can see his cuffs here match very well with the spikes. It's just a really nice figure, man. I mean, you can't get better than this when in regards to sculpting and color and when getting it right directly out of the cartoon. This probably actually blows the image of the cartoon out of the water as far as the look, man. It's just a really, really badass look, and I'm really happy with the sculpt and the paint job. Unfortunately, as far as articulation goes, I was just checking to see how far I could go with the waist because it wasn't very much as far as a twist or up and down body ab crunch, but I broke it in the process. If you see, there's a ball joint right there, a little piece. It looks like it was glued on. It's pretty much two circles. I tried giving it a quick glue job. Unfortunately, it didn't work. So I could still show you the range of articulation. I could still pose it with the nunchucks. I'm just going to have to do it in 2 parts. Sorry, guys. I'm more mad about it than anything. But his arm did go up and Does do a 360, but it doesn't really come outward at all. He does have his waist swivel, but primarily because the hands are removable. And I actually already put on the other grip for the nunchuck. And he does make cool poses, which I'll show you a bit later. His head does turn around 360, but there's really no... Oh yeah, it does go up about that high and down. Actually, just straight, pretty much just up, which is cool. It's like I said, I look at this more like a statue that has a lot of articulation instead of an action figure that has minimal articulation. And when you look at it in that aspect, it's a great buy. As far as coming down to the lower body, he has really no articulation anywhere except right here by the calves. They do a 360, which does allow him to stand in pretty cool poses. His feet also have an ankles 360. It's really not a pivot, but it's already shaped in that type of pivot motion. So you do get some pretty cool stances with it overall. Like I said, not a lot of articulation, but it's very cool. To be honest with you, I kind of wish this did come apart and you could kind of put it back on, because it would probably give you a little more movement. But overall, I'm extremely happy with this figure. I do have the other one that I showed you earlier. It's in the box. So the one I showed you in the box isn't actually this figure. This was my open one, so I'm not too devastated by it. Here's another look at Panthro with the nunchucks. They do fit in his hand pretty easily. They look really well. I love the way he is able to hold them in different views. I'm extremely happy the way he looks with these chucks. Here's another quick little view. Like I said, I'm just going to show some random poses that you could do with this guy. Here's a mid-motion nunchuck one that I really like. So here's a look at Panthro with the alternate hand, which I prefer more. When it's open, it just looks like he's in mid-action, like he's about to swing those chucks. Although the midsection did break on me, this came out in 2012. That's when I bought it. I was trying to do some stress testing to get an accurate range of motion in the waist. I still recommend this figure. Superior articulation, superior paint job, and decent enough articulation. I can't stress it enough how cool these figures are. I do hope that they continue to line with Tigra. I know it's been a few years, but they haven't been coming out steadily one after another. So there is hope. Like I said, Mezco makes it, and if you don't own these guys, you gotta get them, especially if you're a Thundercats fan. Well, I hope you liked the review. Leave your comments at the bottom, and as always, please visit us at www.comicsremix.com. We will definitely be coming at you with a lot of C2E2 reviews on the website, so just stay tuned for that. And we will see you next time. Have a good one.
I cannot stay here too long before my machine friends will become nervous and do something rash.